Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, tied. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot him at the 38. The Longhorns getting set on first and 10. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on a run. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. No huddle now for the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. Can be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Longhorns line it up with first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
offense facing second and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. If you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Look to throw it here on second down. And looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Quick throw to his receiver. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's moving out of the pocket. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here on fourth down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the first down and much, much more.
Back to throw again. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down to this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
How aggressive is this play call? Backed up here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama. Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and take it. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Going to hand this off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. The back's got it. Runs right over the defender. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Higgins. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, he's changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
Wideouts now clustered. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. First down, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they get him down after the completion. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He bought some time, now lets it go. And is intercepted. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw yet again. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They move the 6. They'll go to the line here on first down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He'll try a pass here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The shotgun handoff here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Looks like one more play here before halftime. 1st and goal. Handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. This college football playoff game is all tied up. The curtain's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is right down the middle. that extra point. We're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That ball snagged for a completion. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, but we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That puts them on top in the second half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Testing the right side here. Breaking free at the 35.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Brought down after 40, that'll be a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. And here's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Comes up with the catch. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Bama. This offense cannot be stopped. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They'll kick it away here. When he's got some space here. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And on the carry, he's heading left. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Bringing pressure, running with purpose. Touchdown, tied. This passing game is on fire today. With Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Going for a big play downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Touchdown, Alabama. And the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Play action here on 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
He's running out of time here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Just trucks the man. They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw. And it brings up a third down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the offense trots back out on the field again. And looking to throw now on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Good enough for first down yardage.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home making a sack there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and long for this offense after the sack. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bama. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Texas. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot. This pass is incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. That's it. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.